Could be us. So back to what I was saying.
Hello, today we are going to talk about your goals. We are going to talk about your SMART goal in particular. What is a SMART goal? A SMART goal is a goal that helps you to analyze each component of your goal so that you make sure that you're moving in the right direction in the most efficient and effective way. So let's get started. First, we're going to start with the S in SMART goal. The S stands for specific. You want to make sure that you are very clear and specific about your goal. So you're going to ask yourself a few questions. The first one is, what do I want to accomplish? What do I want to accomplish seems very simple, but it is a very important question in achieving your goal. You need to be very clear, very specific, and very detailed about exactly what it is you are trying to accomplish. Next question that you want to ask is, why do I want to accomplish this goal? Why is important because it will help you to stay motivated, to keep pushing forward when you get frustrated, when you get more no's than yeses, when people frustrate you, your systems frustrate you. You need to remember why you are doing this so that you can keep going. Next question is, what are the requirements? What are the requirements of my goal? What do I need in order to accomplish this goal? You need to make sure that you pinpoint that, you bullet point that. What are the requirements of my goal? Next is, what are the constraints? The constraints will help you to be sure of what could be a possible obstacle. The constraints are the obstacles, the hindrances that you may experience. You need to have a strategic plan for what you would do for things that could stop you from achieving your goal. The next portion is the M in SMART, which stands for measurable. Measurable means, how am I going to measure the progress of my goal? How will I measure my progress? You need to be able to be sure that you have a standard by which to measure so that you know whether you're moving forward, you're being stuck, or whether you are going backward. You need to make sure you have a measurement. Next question is, how will I know the goal is accomplished? This is another part of the measurable portion of your goal. How will you know that you are actually accomplishing your goal? When is it accomplished? That is important. That speaks to the end of your goal. So make sure you identify that. The next portion is the A in SMART, and that stands for achievable. How can the goal be accomplished? What do I need to do to accomplish this goal? Next question for achievable is, what are the logical steps I should take? What makes sense? What steps make sense? You need to make sure you address that question. Next is the R, which stands for relevant. Questions such as, is this a worthy goal? Is this a worthwhile goal? Is this a worthwhile goal? You need to identify whether or not this is really truly worth your effort and time. And that may be hard if you've had your heart set on doing something and then you start to analyze it, and these questions make you rethink it, but it's important. The next question for relevant is this the right time? If you just had a baby, maybe you don't need to go back to school right away. If you just got married, maybe you don't need to pursue a goal that would have you to go out of town constantly simply because you just got married. It doesn't mean it can't happen, but you need to really take the time to sit down and think about, is this the right time in my life to accomplish this goal? You'll save yourself a lot of heartache in the future. Another part of relevant is, do I have the necessary resources to accomplish this goal? Now, I want to explain this because just because you don't have what you need right now doesn't mean you just drop your goal and say, forget it. No, you make a list of what's needed so that you can determine, okay, I don't have this, this, and this. So this is what I need to do to get it. This helps you to have a plan as to what you need to get and how you need to get it. And the last question for relevant is this goal in line with my long-term objectives? Is this goal going to get me to where I ultimately want to be? You should have short-term goals that lead to long-term goals so they all fit together and they're all in alignment. So make sure that you visit that question and really ponder it and really analyze it, okay? And the last initial in our SMART goal is T, and it stands for time bound. Ask yourself, how long will it take to accomplish this goal? How long will it take me to accomplish this goal? So then you can start to make room for that time. You can start to strategize in relation to time. The next question is, when is the completion of this goal due? So you need to have a completion date so that you are actually you're headed towards a time frame. You need to be able to have a goal where time is concerned so that you're not doing this thing forever with no end date. You need to have an end date. And then the last question for time bound is, when am I going to work on this goal? This is so important because you need to set aside time to work on your goal. You need to carve out some time in your calendar that is specifically for working on your goal. So that way you have a plan, you're following it, and you're always moving in the right direction that will lead you to success. I want to thank you all for listening to this video. I hope that this helped you in relation to your goal. Use the SMART goal, and I will actually give you a sheet that has all of this on it if you contact me at www.consulttam.org, or you can email me at info@consulttam.org, and I will send you this free resource. Please be sure to subscribe, like, and share.